Okay, guys, run to the fun time. Yay. 388 miles to cover today. And let's go ahead and hit it. This thing says 5:30, 5 hours and 30 minutes. It's going to be longer than that. I know that much. Actually, I want to double check something real quick. Hi. Hang on. I'll be back. Check that. Your seatbelt. All right, yeah, just double checking the coupler lock. We good. And we good, and we good, and we good. So it was a okay couple of days here in Grand Falls Casino, Larchwood, Larchmont, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't care. It's fine. This is fine. It's a great place to stop on the way to the rally. Oh, is that dipping? For me, it's a full hard day from the house, which makes it ideal. And then it's 400-ish miles to Sturgis, which is fine. With any luck, I'll be in Sturgis. Carry the one. Let's call it 2 o'clock. Let's do like I normally do and plan at 50-mile-an-hour average, which is about where I would expect to be at. And it's 6 o'clock right now, so welcome to math class. That would mean I'd be in Sturgis right around 2 o'clock. Well, 1 o'clock there, 2 o'clock here, because I do gain an hour going that way. But all things considered, it's been good so far. Crossing state border, entering South Dakota. Yes, this is the part where you actually go north to get into South Dakota. But yeah, so that's where that is. I'll pick this up as the fog burns down, and I'll have stops in Mitchell, Vivian, and probably in Rapid as well. Probably, we'll see. It's supposed to be cooler today, so hopefully that's the case. And this thing doesn't get quite as hot as it did the last couple of days, or on Sunday. But we'll see. I mean, it wasn't overly hot at 205. I think the hottest I saw was like 212, which going up a hill is fine. Alrighty, we'll see y'all in a little bit. Alrighty, back getting on I-90 again. Yay. Okay, we got 370 miles or so of boringness. Now, okay, like 220 miles of boringness until we get to the Badlands, and then it starts getting interesting. And then once you get to the Badlands, it starts thinking, it's real. I'm on my way. We're going to be in Sturgis in 2 hours. But yeah, it's cloudy. It's there was a little bit of a line of storms this morning that was a little bit south of where I'm at, but so far so good. 15 miles getting back to the highway, and now jumping on. So next stop will be in Mitchell to stop at Walmart, get some beverages and fuel and a few other things. So that'll be, like I said, in hour and a half probably. All right, talk to you in a little bit. All right, so stopped in Mitchell. Got my stuff I needed. Ended up picking up a case of water as well, just because, why not? more coffee because, more coffee. Yeah. Fuel's gotten and go like 2 hours, and we'll stop again for fuel. And at Vivian, so wherever the cutoff is, it takes you to Pier. But we'll stop there and fuel up again, top up again, about 2 hours or so, and probably look to get lunch then too. And then we'll need to top up one more time, probably either in Rapid or Box Elder or something like that. Yeah, at 300 miles, it's 7:30 there, 8:30 here. Let's call it probably 5.5 to 6 hours. So yeah, I'll probably be there right about 2 o'clock their time. Hopefully, with any luck, it won't be raining. I can get checked in, get the bike unloaded. I will have to run somewhere the first couple days. I'm planning to go to Rally at X55 tomorrow anyway, but I'm pretty sure I forgot my cover because I'm an idiot. I bought a new one and I forgot it. And I forgot the old one too because, yet again, I'm an idiot. I didn't know McGovern was from this area. I don't know. But, like I said, go ahead and go 2 hours up the road and stop again and get fuel. As we get into the Black Hills, fuel mileage that time was 9.6. Not a surprise with, going to the campground and stuff. And we're going to have, it's going to get a little worse as we go because, you're going to start dealing with more and more hills and everything else. So, yeah. But all things considered so far, not a bad start to the day. We'll pick this up again as we get closer to Chamberlain and the Missouri River in, 60 miles? Thereabouts. All right, talk to you in a little bit. All right, so I'm, 4 hours in for the day, 3.5 hours in for the day so far. I've covered like 150 miles, I think. Something like that, 140, 150. And I'm coming into Chamberlain now, so yeah, we're about to head down to the Missouri, Missouri. Yeah, whatever. And then we're going to enter the kind of western, I guess we're still kind of eastern. We're only a third of the way through because Missouri doesn't really bifurcate, doesn't split in half. It's kind of like, a third is east of the Missouri River and then like 2/3 is west of it. But it's fine. This is fine. 2 miles to the exit for Dignity. I'm going to keep going. I'm only going another, 50 miles or so? Something like that. Then we're going to stop and get something to eat and top up the tank again and blah, 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 blah. But so far, been going, making good time. Well, I'll be still kind of tracking. It says 12:50 now ETA to the pony. It'll be later than that. And yet again, that doesn't take into account the fact that pick up an hour. So yeah, I got 238 miles. Let's call it 4 hours of driving plus about an hour and a half of stopping. That's why, probably about 5 hours total. That's what I'm thinking, at least. It fuel a little expensive up here. $3.50 at the Cenex. Speedway $3.39, I think. I don't know. I think at the Mitchell I paid $3.29, so that was the cheapest so far. Dignity statue. Yeah, it's a statue, but why would you call it like monument or something like that? I don't know. Come up over this hill and we'll start seeing the river. Motorcycle on the side there for some reason. Could be anything. Could be stopped to make a phone call. Yeah, it looks like he just stopped for something. Alrighty, crossing the reservoir. It's like, I don't know, a mile wide, something like that. Bridge is in better shape than I remember. They must have just redid this. I think they just redid this like 2 years ago. And now we get to go up the hill to come out of the valley once we leave Oklahoma. All right, stopping Vivian's done. Got me a burrito, which was okay. I mean, I don't think it was worth $9, but yeah, whatever. Um, Still about 3 hours of driving from Sturgis, from the campground. A little over 3 hours. 172 miles is what it says. So figure, oh yeah, about three, a little over 3 hours of wheel time. If I don't stop, that would put me there right around to 1 o'clock. But yeah, I'm going to stop, like I said, probably in Box Elder or Rapid to top up the fuel tank. Just because, yeah, coming in the Badlands, it's going to be kind of crappy fuel mileage. Last tank, 10.2. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'd be expecting. Yeah, 10.2 is pretty much what I expect. A little closer to 11, but yeah, I mean, you're dealing with hills and everything else. So, in addition, may have not gotten it all the way full in Mitchell. So, yeah, it's possible that it was like, half a gallon light. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll check it one more time when we get there, and then we'll get a out trip, for the 4 tanks that were entirely, or 5 tanks that were entirely on the way out here, and see where we're at and figure it out from there. All right, I'll pick this up as I get into the Badlands, but yeah, that's where we're at. Kind of the the rolling hills of South Dakota, not the good part yet. All right, see you in a little bit. All right, so here's our first exit for the Badlands Loop. We're starting to come into there because, yeah, you got the first exit here. I think it's like 10 miles up this wall, something like that. We're going to be crossing through, that beautiful, beautiful area with all the flipping sheer rock cliffs and stuff. Yep, that's what's going on. Seeing a few of the formations off to the side, mostly just south of me right now, but we'll start hitting them here in a second. And I'll go ahead and roll this going through and maybe speed it up or do something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Put music to it or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. You think this is a professional organization? Yeah, you thought wrong. You thought wrong. I'm just some asshole who likes to use a GoPro. Pretty getting breezy now, but it's mostly a tailwind now. Just looking at it's a little bit of, yeah, it's a little more, it's crosswind. Alrighty, I'll start talking again probably around Rapid, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do a little bit of a high speed up to music or something like that. I don't know. Okay, 20 miles to Wall. All right, see you in a bit. All right, in Rapid, just stopped fuel for the last time. Just passed the interchange for I-190. Exit 57 means we are 2 miles away from Black Hills Harley. And let's get a look and see how much stuff is over there. I'm going to turn the camera just a little bit so we can get a look, hopefully, at all the tractor trailers set up. See who all looks like and see how busy the parking lot looks like. Come around this curve, we should start seeing it. Oh, yeah. Herbie Derbider. I wonder what the North Deadwood Avenue is closed a mile ahead. I wonder what they're going to use for their demo loop. Boatload of tents already set up. Sounds, Clockworks, Vance and Hines, Progressive, Performance Machine, the P&A truck, the Screaming Eagle Upgrade Center. Okay. All right. Got like what? Exit 37, like 18 miles to go. And it's going to be mostly going up the hill because, yeah, we're probably like 3,500 feet. We got to go up about another probably 700-800, I guess. Something like that. Let me rotate this just a little bit back. All right. I should have enough juice to run all the way to get back there. But, yep, so I'll probably run this going from Black Hill, basically all the way to the campground. So I'll start talking again in a little bit, but I'm going to try to concentrate on what I'm doing here. All right, talk to you in a bit. All right, 1 mile away, Pleasant Valley Road, right by kickstands and all that stuff. So I don't really want to mess with going downtown because there's no reason to go downtown. It probably wouldn't be too big of a deal today, but give it another day or two, yeah, it's going to be a mess. I don't know if that's safe or not. I wonder where he's staying. He's got a pit bike. He's got a little monkey and look like an Indian. All right, so we'll go this way, go back by the chip, and yeah. And that way I can also get a look and see what Pleasant Valley's like, and yeah. But the nice thing is I'll have 2 days to basically putz around and not have to worry about it. Voltage. You do know you're supposed to take your satellite dish down. I'm surprised it didn't smack that thing because that's got to be at least 12 foot high. So with that satellite dish on there, he's got to be at least 14 and a half, 15 feet. He's going into kickstands. Okay. All right, so we go down like half a mile or so. Pleasant Valley gravel pit. That's what this whole road is. We go down like half a mile or so and make a left on Fort Meade Way, and then it's like, I want to say like 5 miles or so on Fort Meade to get to 34. And that takes you into town and then also, into town. So, yeah, everywhere. Lamphere, Glencoe, Steel Pony, everywhere. County road signs remind me of back in Illinois. They all have those pentagonal shaped signs. Oh boy. So we gotta, like I said, it's gonna take me, I don't know where this thing thinks I'm going to. Unless they've got something closed up. I don't know. Oh, this is, yeah, a little rough. It's not terrible, but it's a little rough. Would be nice if one of these years they would actually pave this, but you know, that costs money, and I don't know if Woody's willing to write that big of a check to pave a, you know, let's call it 4-mile road, 5-mile road here. Whoops. All right, but get everything set up, get camp set up, and then probably try to ride into downtown over to the J&P cycle and see if I can get a cover for my bike. If not, well, I guess we'll try Sturgis Harley first. But if they don't have any, I might have to go to the rally at exit 55 to get one. They must not have dropped the speed limit there. They still got it at 65. What the hell? The stump. It's the stump. Alrighty, there is the Steel Pony right there on the left. So let's go and talk to the people and pay my money. There's not a lot of people here yet, but that don't surprise me, since it still costs extra to check in now. But, yeah. Alrighty. Nobody's minding the store. But like I said, the rally hasn't started yet, so. Alright, I'll pick this up after I get stuff set up. See you in a little bit.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
So, we made it. Not set up yet, but I'm waiting on the dude in the steamroller to come over and flatten my site to, because unfortunately my leveling ramp just sunk right into the gravel, so with any luck he'll be over here in a minute and they'll get it done, and I'll be able to get close to level and make it work, I hope. We'll see. I don't know. Alright, that's what's going on. I'll check back in after I get everything set up.
One debt to society later.
We made it. Yay, we made it. Although, as I mentioned, I wasn't prepared. My dumbass forgot my cover, so let's head into town and try J&P first, hopefully. And with any luck, I'll be able to get a just a generic cover, and if they don't have any, we'll try Sturgis Harley. First things first, though, I'm gonna run across the street and get some fuel. I did not put my wristband on, but that's okay, because technically this is just regular old camping. This is not rally camping yet. Not yet, at least. It will be starting Thursday. So let's go across the street to the Kickstarter, rectify this fuel situation, and then head into town, run the gauntlet, because why not? And at some point tonight, we got to figure out exactly what I want to do for Din Din. Might be a good night to go downtown, but I don't know if they have the shuttles running just yet. We got a pink GMC. Yeah, there's something you don't see every day. Let's get some fuel. Let us get some fuel. Duh office. Duh office for duh bus. I thought the school started serving breakfast on. We can go right there. Two, one, two, one, two. 3? What? How'd you get 3? Alright. Let's get some fuel. Gasolina. Gasolina Pina? Tina? Something? I don't know. I'm making shit up. You're so dumb. Yeah, I know. And the fact that some of you guys would listen to a huge dumbass by me, like me, beep, almost blows my mind. Somebody I once, I might have to use a chip pump a lot, because the chip's like 30 cents a gallon cheaper. I thought it said $3.71, $3.91, whatever. Either way, it's cheaper. But all things considered, we have arrived. We are starting, and I think I got the right shirt on today. And the shirt I got on right now said, "I've had my patience tested. I'm negative." Because that's about right for me, because that's about right. Alright, like I said, let's get to town and